right when you need it, so you're ready for whatever's next. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care? That's a job for Jiffy. At Jiffy Lube, it's our job to make car care make sense. With personalized service reviews that swap the car talk for straight talk, so you know what your car is telling you and what to do about it. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care? That's a job for Jiffy.
At AAMCO, we've been fixing cars for almost 60 years. And over that time, a lot sure has changed. Cars have gotten more complex than ever. But the technicians at AAMCO have the expertise to fix anything.
The problem is with your transmission valve body and torque converter. We do this all the time.
So if your check engine light is on, let us take a look. Because we know cars inside and out. AA MCO.
$4.23 is the time right now. Inflation cooled more than expected in October, but consumer prices stayed near a 40-year high. The Consumer Price Index is a broad measure of the price for everyday goods, including gas, groceries, and rents. It rose 0.4% in October from the previous month. Now, those figures were both lower than expected and a potentially reassuring sign for the feds.
Obviously, to get down to the 2% number that everybody is used to or the Fed's talking about, we're going to need to see some work. And that work is the Fed is probably going to have to continue to raise rates. But at the end of the day, the trend is beginning to unwind.
The CPI report also showed used car prices tumbled last month, as did the cost of clothing and medical care. Well, the next time you head to the grocery store, you may be pleasantly surprised to find prices on some items considerably lower. Now, market research firm Nielsen IQ says that the average unit price for mixed vegetables from late summer fell 68% compared to this time last year. Prices for fruits like tangerines and dates are also seeing decreases, as are packaged baked goods like assorted bagels, which have dropped nearly 50%. And if those prices at the grocery store aren't dropping fast enough, experts at Wells Fargo say dining out may actually be the cheaper option this Thanksgiving. Turkey prices are expected to be 23% more expensive. And while those experts say the cost of dining out went up by 8.6% this year, the cost to eat a meal at home went up more than 12%. You get all those numbers? You got all that? Meanwhile, Americans are still spending money this holiday season despite record high inflation. Now, according to the recent data from Adobe, Americans spent over $72 billion on holiday shopping online last month, a nearly 11% increase from the month before. Now, in October, many major retailers began rolling out early holiday deals to help ease the burden of holiday spending. Now, the biggest deals are seen in categories like electronics and toys. All right, that's why you shop year-round. I always say that. Oh, yeah, Claire's like,
I know. I was like, don't ask me how much I've spent on holidays.
Okay, we'll keep that between us then.
Okay.
You know, it's National Singles Day, by the way.
When?
Today.
It's like single awareness, like
just National Singles Day.
Okay.
For single people.
Luckily, I'm not single,
right.
But I have definitely happily celebrated that many years.
We've all celebrated that a many years.
Okay, you're right. You're right. We've all celebrated that.
Yeah.
So shout out to all of you. This morning, guys, here's a silver lining. It is warm out there this morning. The reason for that, southerly flow, but the rain is on the way. 60s, Washington, Quantico, as well as Manassas. Looking at our satellite and radar, rain is slowly pushing in from the south, and it will continue through today. Also looking at temperatures this afternoon, we're going to see highs in the 70s today as well as Saturday, but then cooler by Sunday. Traffic this morning heading out the door. Latest conditions here. We are currently seeing there is construction 295 northbound. This is reduced the roadway to one lane between Pennsylvania Avenue and East Capitol Street. So keep that in mind this morning. 395 northbound in Arlington. Construction blocks the two right lanes between East Street and GW Parkway this morning as well. Looking at 66 eastbound, again, this typical traffic and slowing just down to one lane in Merrifield. Wisdom?
All right, coming up now, you can help police track down the parent they say left their child unattended long enough for them to accidentally shoot themselves with a gun. And he's making amends with himself and the people he has wronged. We're going to talk about what lessons the so-called lunch break burglar says that he's learned.
tell me what that means. Make a slick comment and see what that brings. I've seen it go down, we can reenact things. Extreme like
Cox plans are flexible, and it's really quite clever. At